could ever forget about Merlin? He was a childhood star on the rise to take over Hollywood. He was in hit shows like The Cosbys, Hanging with Mr. Cooper, Moesha, and The Steve Harvey Show. On one tragic night, everything came to an end. Let's discuss the rise and the tragic ending of Merlin Santana on Murder Tells Stories.
Here's a quick advertisement from our sponsor, Calamity Beauty, where your skin, hair, and face matter to us. Shop our products at calamitybeauty.com for your best skin and hair.
Merlin Santana was born March 14, 1976. He was a premature baby, so his parents decided to name him Marlin because he was magical. Marlin's mother knew from the beginning she wanted her son to stay far away from any bad activity the neighborhood could bring. So at an early age, she started his entertainment career. At the age of 3, he begun his career as an advertised model for fast food chains. He got his first big break on the Woody Allen film, The Purple Rose Cairo. Soon followed, he appeared on The Cosby Show, Major Dad, Sister, Law and Order, and Hanging with Mr. Cooper, and his best known role on The Steve Harvey Show as Romeo. More toward Marlin's adult life, he decided that music was a calling for him. So he pursued that the same way he did his entertainment career. On the tragic night of November 9th, 2002, Merlin and Brandon decided to go to a studio session. While at this studio session, they decided to invite a young lady by the name of Monique King. Monique King was met days prior. Neither gentleman were aware of her age, but come to find out she was just 15 years old. When Monique arrived at the studio session, she seemed to be a little off, nervous, and just didn't seem right. Brandon observed her and realized just something wasn't right about her at that time. Monique did not stay long, leaving immediately after she arrived. Brandon didn't think her behavior was normal and decided him and Merlin should leave out also. When leaving out, they did notice 2 gentlemen following behind them, so they decided to run in a car and speed off. But before doing so, gunshots erupted, piercing the back of Merlin's head, and he died on impact. What's been said about this case is that it was a robbery gone bad. It was noted that Monique tried to set Merlin up. When the investigation started, Monique King told detectives that Merlin tried to rape her, and she told her boyfriend. This is why he was shot that evening. But during the trial, it came out that that wasn't true. So the real reason Merlin Santana died that night, we will just never know. Monique King and the 2 gentlemen involved in the murder were all convicted and sentenced. Merlin's best friend Brandon disappeared from the entertainment business altogether. It's truly sad the way he witnessed his best friend die. You cannot find a lot of information regarding Brandon after the murder, but he did make a quote to Jet magazine. Here's how it reads. It was devastating. It took me a long time to recover from that. Merlin was my best friend, and the murder was a senseless thing. Brandon said he was the one friend of his could have had anything that I had, end quote. It's super tragic hearing how Merlin died that night. He had the world at his feet. The potential was unlimited for him, but we will never know what his greatness will become. There's not a lot of information you can find about Merlin or stories that exist online. His brother has a YouTube channel that does highlight Merlin from time to time, but it would be so nice to hear old stories about him being in the industry or some behind the scene footage that can be released. He was a true talent that the world would miss. He left a legacy from his entertainment, his music, and his daughter. Thank you for tuning in to Murder Tells Stories. Please like, subscribe, and share. And tune in for our next episode.